stuff you've been through the last few months, how does having your number retired and be up in the Raptors with Bagwell and Biggio and Durker and all those other great players?
Well, it's been 20 days. It is, I think, 21 days, and it has been cram-packed. But having your number put up in a rafter with the greats of the organization is probably sets up there as being a Hall of Famer, because you know, you're representing a city, you know, you're representing your team that you played for, so it means a lot. I mean, those guys mean a lot to me.
Thanks, Billy. Another question? Randy?
Hey, Billy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Describe what it's been like since that day in Cooperstown to
You couldn't tell?
to now.
You couldn't tell?
No, with that I know. Over the last few weeks, so what's it been like for you since you had the speech
chaos.
and you left Cooperstown?
Happy chaos. Is, you know, I've said along, I'm hoping people took a lot of video. I felt like it's went so fast, seeing friends and former teammates, and, you know, being able to just spend a smidge of time with them. And it's just been, you know, a whirlwind. I think sometime early this week I was in Williamsport throwing out the Little League first pitch. You know, there's a lot going on. It's a great time for me and my family, and you know, we're excited, but it's different. We went from like about 15 years of being baseball coaches and traveling and doing everything. Now there's actually people that want to talk to me and deal with me a little bit more, and so now we do a little bit more now than we were accustomed to.
Billy, I've always wanted to know what it was like being with Johnny Bench. I know he likes to welcome the guys at the Hall of Fame and take you on the back porch of the hotel. What was that like?
That was probably that wow moment. You go out and we're taking our team picture, and so you're sitting down there. You're still talking to guys, kind of getting familiar, and then you get summoned. And hey, Johnny wants to talk to you. And so I mean, you know. So I go up there and I'm sitting and it's so surreal because I have no idea. I mean, I'm literally back a rookie in the locker room with Baggy and Bish saying, sit there, don't talk. If I need something, we'll let you know. And so that's what it was. I sit there and I sit in these two rocking chairs, and you know, I'll sit there just like that, and all of a sudden he's got me rocking back and forth, and he just tells you, hey, you know, all this that you work for, you don't have to worry about the critics anymore. And I think that's the biggest thing when you look at your heroes and they tell you that you accomplished it. You don't have to worry about, well, good enough, hard enough. You were good enough, and now you're a hero, and now you're a Hall of Famer. And when Johnny Bench tells you that, I mean, it sinks in. It's a little different.
Were you out there with other people?
No.
Just you and Johnny?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was because I think Baggy was the one who came and said, "Hey, your turn." So I, you know, those are special moments.
Okay, got Jason and then Brian. Got Jason.
I may have just answered it. I know you haven't been a Hall of Famer for very long, but what has been the best part of being a Hall of Famer? Is it the whole critics thing, or?
I don't know yet. I've had 21 days of this, and I still don't know what that means. It's still hard to look at myself in that fashion, especially when you see the guys in the hall that have accomplished so much, and I've looked up to, and you know, I don't know if that'll ever happen. I mean, it's neat to sign my name and put HOF on it, but it's definitely been different. I still haven't let it sink in, so I don't know if it ever will.
Okay, Brian and then Dirk.
Hey, Billy, 13 is probably not a number a lot of players choose. How did you come about to wear number 13, or did you even have a choice?
Well, I wasn't good enough to be unlucky, so it was a joke in college, and so a guy named Wallace Chipwood was left-handed. He was bigger and threw slow, and I was the absolute opposite of him. And he threw a lot more strikes than I did at that time, so I was completely opposite of him. And So my college coach gave me that number, kind of just a aha, but I didn't know the difference if 13 was bad or not. And then I get drafted, and my first spring training, Dennis Laborio comes over and he goes, "Hey, Wax, hey, what number you want?" And I'm looking at him, and if you don't know him, he's from Boston, and so everything's an accent, and he can't understand me, and I can't understand him. So the only thing was number. So 13. Who the hell wears 13? You know? So I wore that, and then I think my first outing in the Astrodome, I gave up a 2-run home run to Dante Bichette. And all the media comes in and goes, "I guess you'll be giving that number back." And so it just amplified exactly what I was going to go through. So, 13 has just been that unlucky, lucky number.
Okay, Dirk and then Dan.
Most players get released. Very few retire. We've only had a couple in our organization ever that had a decent year and then said, enough. Your last year was typical Billy Wagner, Hall of Fame level season. Probably could have pitched more. What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking behind my kids and doing it because I wanted to be a dad. I was tired of having my groins wrapped. I was tired of getting Toradol shots in my back and my ankles wrapped every day, and going out there with trying to live up to somebody else's expectations. And so, it was easy at that time to walk away. And when I tried to walk away, it was with the understanding that I had done enough and I didn't need to live up to that. And I like being a dad. And so that's why it was easy for me to walk away, never look back, never thought it was something I should have kept doing. It was just something that, was important.
For the record, Billy's last year with the Atlanta Braves, he had 39 saves, a 1.43 ERA, and 100 strikeouts in about 70 innings. So he wasn't just good; he was excellent, outstanding. I'm sure Bobby Cox was begging you to come back up to those numbers. I'm sure. Dan Matthews.
First Hall of Famer from a D3 school. You mentioned still involved in coaching. I mean, for the kids out there, that's the only chance they get, or JUCO or levels like that. What is your message to them?
I don't think anybody in this room wants to hear that message from me, because the game's changed so bad. It's not a pleasant game for a young kid to try to play right now. You can't live up to the expectations. The game's still the greatest in the game in purity when it's in Little League, and it's taught to win is more important than the metric or the number. And so, for me, that is a real passion of mine, of how the game is dictated, metrics above a win. There's nothing better than the win when you're playing. You wouldn't keep scoring. So these poor kids today keep getting hurt and blown out because somebody wants to tell everybody that it's not good enough to throw hard enough or to get an out. You can't get an out the right way. It's not the right way. It's not the best way. For me, it's a win's a win. And these young kids, men and women, because I coach a young lady now, a win's good enough. And I don't think we need to worry about some of the stuff we worry about. The uniqueness of the game was the difference in the game. And, I was unique because I wasn't the same as anybody else that went out there. Now everybody's the same. You go hard to hard to hard. There's no uniqueness to that. Everybody's 6'3". You don't have 5'10". And so, it used to be the whole thought that as long as you had heart and talent, you can go and compete. You could achieve your goals. Now we've just made it harder and harder for these young men and women to achieve these goals, because people that are making the decisions aren't worried about wins and losses. They're worried about not having to coach. And so I believe in kids and that they deserve every opportunity. So being Division III should have no bearing on where getting drafted. If you're good, you're good, and if you can get out and make good contact, you should have a shot.
Billy, I think I told you yesterday, a Hall of Famer told me that they've never seen somebody so happy to be a Hall of Famer among those Hall of Famers. Have you taken off that ring? What does that ring mean to you? And also, How do you feel when you see your plaque?
Well, I don't like taking this off, but I have. You know, I don't want to tear it up. I mean, I think from Southwest Virginia to have a Hall of Fame ring, I think people can see value. I think they know that it's possible, and I think it's something that I need to carry around more often, because I think the guy in Southwest Virginia that doesn't see that this is possible needs to see me. Needs to see that dreams are possible, that they don't have to stop dreaming because somebody says that it's improbable. I'm improbable. And so, you know, I've achieved a lot, and through the grace of God, and I think that's what my platform is for these young men and women in my state and in Division III, is to know that this is possible. So, am I happy? Absolutely, I'm happy. This right here exemplifies Division III and all the people that said you couldn't do something. And I mean, you know, I'm the last one laughing. You know, I get to have the last laugh at all the people who said I wasn't good enough.
Any more questions for him?
Hey, Billy, congrats again. You talked about seeing former teammates, your heroes of yours, but what about that experience, you know, sharing that with your family? Even, you know, you even got to see your son play catch with Ichiro Suzuki. You know, in that perspective, as a father, you know, how is it like having your family around them?
Well, I'm always a father first, and so getting to share these moments because of what I've been able to accomplish is your greatest tool. And so having my youngest play catch with Ichiro and have that type of moment with a guy like Ichiro, who is just a phenomenal person and still probably could play out here today, you know, those are things, you know, we all want to be able to give back to our kids. And you know, for me to share this with them, they've been on this journey for, you know, as long as I have. I mean, my wife's thrown every pitch with me. She's complained about every announcer that jinxed me. I mean, she's you know, she's been there and done that. So, you know, this is what it's all about. I can't imagine not having